That's the first thing you got to do with these saws is get rid of that. Cottonwood bark is near the base of the tree is very like rock hard. Climbers who know are going to tell you that they'll gaff out of that stuff and scrape their body parts. So you kind of can like hammer in, or you can kind of choose your route like between the furrows of the bark. Then it's kind of tender, and then when you get up there further it's nice and tender. It just gaffs really beautiful. But if you don't choose the right spot, or if you don't use the right force, either of those two things, then you won't like it. All right, so what we're gonna do is not hurt that cedar or the house and stuff like that. And we're gonna try out some new things. I'm gonna try out this new Panther. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. The other thing I'm gonna try is this thing called a Downrigger from Rock Exotica, and I'll show you that in a minute. This is a big limb, and it's right over our prize tree here. We're trying a couple things today, YouTube. One of them is this Rock Exotica Downrigger. The way I would use this is to get aerial friction as the climber, to leave the groundmen with their hands free. And so this is not a pulley. So with this right here as my configuration, I'm gonna try it out and see if I have enough friction to control, arrest, belay the fall of this limb here, and if I can control it and leave the groundmen hands free there. This is a test. This is only a test. I'll try some different sized limbs here. I got a little cedar tree down there that I'm trying to protect. I could manipulate this as it was falling and I wouldn't need to rig it, but I really want to try this thing and see kind of functionality it has for me. And then there is a great big limb that's over that little cedar that I'm trying to protect, that I kind of want to do a test one before I try that, because if I screw up on this experiment, then I would crush the only obstacle down there that we can't crush. We're not allowed to. So let's see how this works. I cripple cut it. It's gonna break off in just a second. Any second now. So I was able to, I don't know what that weighs. That's probably 250 pounds at least. And I can hold it with one hand in that configuration. But that tells me that it won't be enough friction for that big one that I gotta do. I'll show it to you. There's no way I could stop this one.
Aw, dang it.
I mean,
I guess I'll put my camera down then.
well, give the rope to somebody else.
Is it going to be heavy to somebody else?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say it's going to be heavy to somebody else.
Jeff's taking some friction on the tree.
So here's what's going on YouTube. After that last one, I'd say it's not enough friction to, it'll burn your hands if you try to control it. So I'm not going to try to do that, even with gloves. So Jeff's going to hold the rope down below, and he's actually taking a wrap on a tree there. So that downrigger thing would be for one man operation up here. It would be for loads that were pretty tame, I'd say. It could have a use for sure, but not for this limb. So Jeff, let me feel it. So do I have it all? Yeah. So I can stop it all right now, barely. Like without that other friction. If I'd have sent that limb without that other friction and Jeff on the ground, I wouldn't have been able to stop this piece. Right now I'm going to try to do this all without rigging. I was just experimenting with new gadgety stuff there. I like gadgety stuff, you know what I mean? I really do. That thing would have a use, but it'd be kind of specific, I think. take the rope. My truck is too close and too new. And the wind is going that way, so I guess I will rig one. But I already got rid of my downrigger thing, so I'll do the old school natural crotch rigging. And let's see. So, just going through the crotch of a tree here. It's harder on your rope than that downrigger thing would be from Rock Exotica that we were using, but this here, it'll work too. It'll just be harder on the rope. Rock Exotica makes a lot of cool gadgets, and they're our favorite company, really. Gotta be our favorite company. The wind moves cottonwood limbs when they're falling more than any other kind. Downrigger right there. Natural crotch. Harder on the rope though. There's a lot of people who don't like being hard on the rope, and that's why Rock Exotica and other companies, you know, they make cool implements to make things last longer. But boy, these expedient type humans like me, they're more hard on things than they buy rope, I guess. can do a geriatric bomb out.
That was not geriatric.
It was too.
That's how you'd bomb out the window of a nursing home if you got put in one.
I'll prove to
I
you.
can see August.
You're not here because you're weak. You're here because you're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's coming up with hella MacGyver ways to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, down some bed sheets.
Yeah.
So watch out, the sling's coming out. And I didn't have any issues with it, so that gives me hope that we could maybe get some more of those quarter pitch Panther setups in the store, monkeybeaver.com. And the reason I like it is because it's the chain. I mean, the bars, I feel like the bars could last longer, but their Panther chain are legit because there's no anti-kickback nonsense, no extra drag, and you can tell a difference. You buy a Sugihara bar and Sugihara quarter pitch chain, it's gonna last you a really long time, but it's not gonna have quite the aggressive laser cut that the Panther chain does, or any other chain. This stuff cuts best for quarter pitch, in my opinion. Now, if we could get a Sugihara quality, radically like Japanese steel with this Panther chain, I think that'd be sweet. But they don't interact well with each other. They don't play well together. Their sprockets are proprietary or whatever. Anyway, I sound so boring to myself, YouTube, and so thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you in the next one.